In this video, I am truly excited to share with you 7 exceptionally profitable business ideas for the year 2025 that you can start working on immediately. Several of these ventures are ones I have already set up and are consistently generating a steady income for me, which is why I believe it is so important to pass on these valuable insights to you today. Right from the outset, I want to cover a few important points. First and foremost, please understand that I am not trying to sell you an expensive online course or any kind of paid program. Everything I am about to discuss is completely free for you to access and use as a foundation to launch your very own business in 2025. With that important clarification out of the way, let's dive right into the details of this video. The very first business idea I want to discuss is the concept of becoming a social media producer. This opportunity is fundamentally different from being a traditional social media influencer because instead of being the person on screen, you focus on working behind the scenes to create engaging content and to support influencers in sharing their message with the world. Many individuals are attracted to social media because they see influencers earning millions of dollars, but not everyone is comfortable with the idea of appearing on camera. I completely understand that sentiment, as I used to be an influencer myself when I managed my own YouTube channel. However, I eventually decided to step away from the constant public attention because it wasn't for me. For those of you who prefer to stay off camera, here is a highly effective strategy. Partner up with aspiring influencers or micro-influencers and offer your expertise in content production in exchange for a share of their revenue. Let me provide a detailed example of how this can work. Consider the world of podcasts. Perhaps you know someone, a friend from school, a former colleague, or even a contact from a professional network who has recently started a podcast that, although promising, has not yet reached its full potential. In such a scenario, you could propose to become their dedicated producer. Your responsibilities would include filming the podcast sessions, meticulously editing the video and audio content, and even handling the logistics of booking interesting and relevant guests to appear on the show. In exchange for these services, you could negotiate receiving between 20% to 30% of the income generated by the podcast. This arrangement effectively makes you the behind-the-scenes manager who coordinates all aspects of the production process, thereby allowing you to earn money without ever needing to appear in front of the camera. An added advantage of this model is its scalability. You are not limited to working with a single influencer or podcast. You can simultaneously collaborate with several clients, thereby increasing your overall leverage and potential earnings compared to trying to build a personal brand as an influencer on your own. I firmly believe that this underutilized strategy will become one of the key methods for social media success in 2025. In fact, I could easily dedicate an entire video to breaking down this approach in detail, exploring both revenue-sharing models and fixed-fee options. For example, you might consider charging a flat fee of $500 per month to manage every aspect of a podcast production and social media presence. However, from my experience, the revenue share model is far more lucrative in the long run. Even if you don't currently have an extensive network of influencers at your disposal, you can always begin by reaching out through cold direct messages or emails to promising micro-influencers who exhibit potential. By helping them build their audience and enhance their content quality, you create a win-win situation that can lead to significant success over the next year. Before moving on to the next business idea, I want to stress one fundamental step that is critical for launching any business in 2025. Establishing a formal, legally recognized company structure by forming an LLC. No matter what type of business you choose to pursue, having a properly set up legal entity is essential for lending credibility and protecting your personal assets. I highly recommend using a service like Taylor Brands, which can walk you through every step of the process of setting up your LLC. With their support, you not only obtain all the necessary legal documentation, but also benefit from additional services, such as a custom business email address and a professionally designed website. Taylor Brands is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs launch their businesses with a solid legal foundation, and I have personally found their assistance to be invaluable whenever I have needed to form a new company. If you are serious about taking your business seriously, be sure to check out the link to Taylor Brands in the description below. Their comprehensive service can make a significant difference in how professional and credible your business appears to potential clients and partners. Now let's transition to the second business idea, running advertisements. You have likely heard of terms such as Google Ads and Facebook Ads, but what you might not realize is that mastering these advertising platforms is a highly specialized skill that few people truly excel at. I understand that the idea of learning how to navigate Google Ads or Spending hours optimizing campaigns on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat might sound tedious or even overwhelming. However, this is a skill that holds immense value. Business owners are always eager to invest in ad strategies that can substantially boost their revenue. And if you can prove that your expertise in running ad campaigns can drive measurable results, you'll be in a position to charge premium rates for your services. In fact, even working with just a couple of clients can make this venture highly profitable. While it may initially be challenging to acquire your first few clients, the internet offers an abundance of free tutorials and comprehensive guides on how to run ads effectively on virtually every major platform. I have created several free tutorials myself that cover a range of topics, from Facebook ads to YouTube ads, and I am a firm believer that learning these high-value skills without any upfront financial investment is a tremendous opportunity. Whether you end up helping a major e-commerce company or a small local business, if you dedicate yourself to mastering the intricacies of ad management, you can build a robust client base and achieve substantial success in a competitive field. Moreover, this business model is particularly attractive because the cost of entry is very low, while the potential returns are extremely high. The third business idea I want to discuss is slightly more niche but carries enormous potential: grant writing. This business involves composing compelling proposals to secure grants for businesses, nonprofit organizations, and even individual applicants. There is a substantial amount of funding available through grants, which is essentially free money offered by government agencies or various nonprofit initiatives. Unfortunately, many potential recipients fail to take advantage of these opportunities simply because they are unaware of their eligibility or lack the skills to write persuasive proposals. Imagine the impact you could have by offering your grant writing expertise to organizations or even individual landowners who might qualify for grants aimed at specific projects, such as environmental conservation or community development. For instance, in certain states like Pennsylvania, there have been grants available specifically to help protect endangered species, such as bats, on private land. In this case, you could step in and write a detailed proposal that enables a landowner to secure funding for environmental improvements or habitat preservation. You might choose to charge a flat fee for each proposal you draft, or if the grant amount is substantial, you might negotiate a revenue-sharing agreement where you receive a percentage of the grant money awarded. Although I am not completely certain how a revenue share model would work in every situation, there is undoubtedly significant potential in this field. It is somewhat analogous to the way many students overlook scholarship opportunities simply because they are not aware of the available options. By offering your expertise to help organizations and individuals secure these grants, you could unlock tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in free funding that might otherwise go unclaimed. This untapped market represents a promising business opportunity for 2025, and I encourage you to consider it seriously if you have strong writing and research skills. The fourth opportunity I want to introduce is affiliate marketing, with a particular focus on TikTok Shop. It is widely recognized that TikTok has rapidly emerged as one of the most influential social media platforms in recent years, and many content creators are already capitalizing on its enormous reach by promoting products and earning commissions through affiliate partnerships. The basic idea behind affiliate marketing is to form partnerships with brands and then use your social media presence to drive sales via affiliate links. What makes this model so exciting is that it combines creative content production with strategic marketing techniques, allowing you to earn income by recommending products that resonate with your audience. Given TikTok's immense popularity and its highly engaged user base, affiliate marketing through TikTok Shop represents a modern, innovative way to generate revenue with minimal upfront investment. Whether you are already active on TikTok or are looking to establish a new online presence, this approach offers a dynamic opportunity to monetize your creativity and influence. On TikTok, you can browse through an array of products and, with a simple tap, purchase them directly in TikTok Shop. In fact, many creators are earning literally hundreds of thousands of dollars each month simply by posting videos about items they use every day. They might showcase something as ordinary as hair gel, or even something as unexpected as mouth tape or creatine gummies. I've seen creators pull in tens of thousands of dollars just by promoting products available in TikTok Shop. For example, if you discover a creatine gummy that you really enjoy, You can start talking about it, team up with the company behind it, and share how these gummies have made a difference in your life. Every time someone clicks the link in your TikTok shop video and makes a purchase, you earn a commission. You get paid without ever handling the sale yourself or dealing with customers. You're simply endorsing the product and collecting your fee from the brand. This is one of those business models that demands no upfront cost while offering the possibility of substantial income if things go your way. Beyond TikTok shop affiliate marketing, if you'd rather keep your face off camera, there's still a huge opportunity through affiliate marketing via websites and blogs. I still run several blogs that earn revenue when people search on Google for topics like farmland investing. For instance, I have a blog that teaches people how to invest in farmland, and in return we get paid by a handful of companies whose services we recommend. It's a straightforward setup that brings in a steady monthly income. I plan to share a full tutorial on affiliate marketing soon, and I'll include a link in the description because it's incredibly relevant for 2025 and practically costs nothing to start. Now consider a seemingly simple idea that I practice myself, buying land and earning passive income from it through various methods. For example, you might purchase land in an urban setting and convert it into a parking lot. Yes, you may need to secure zoning approvals or permissions from local authorities. But just imagine owning a plot that generates money every time someone parks their car there. It's virtually passive income even though you still have a few details to manage. Alternatively, think about acquiring large tracts of timberland. I invest in extensive areas of timberland where I don't clear-cut the forest, but instead perform selective harvests, cutting only certain trees to improve forest health while also earning from the wood that goes into building houses, making cardboard, or even crafting furniture. There are countless ways to profit from owning land. You could lease it to hunters, install solar panels to generate energy revenue, or even subdivide a large plot and sell smaller lots at a higher price per acre than what you originally paid. In short, investing in land is extremely lucrative and remains an underrated business idea that I intend to keep using in 2025. Moving on, here's another idea that may sound almost too simple, but I hardly see many people doing it. This one is more of an offline venture. Despite the buzz about online businesses and AI-driven enterprises, sometimes the old-fashioned approach works best. If you're handy with a hammer, familiar with nails, screws, drills, and you have solid carpentry skills, you could start a business building small structures like sheds, chicken coops, dog houses, or even tree houses for your neighbors and local community. There are two main ways to approach this. You could pre-build items, for example, construct several small chicken coops, and then list them for sale online on platforms like Facebook Marketplace or even Craigslist. Yes, people still use that. Alternatively, you could offer a cost-plus service where you visit a client, draft some plans, build the structure, and then charge them a premium above the cost of materials for your work. I'm not suggesting you try to build an entire house if you're inexperienced, but these smaller projects can be a fun and profitable weekend hobby. Whether you decide to pre-make products to sell or provide a service to your neighbors, you simply calculate the cost of materials and add a margin for your labor. This idea is far more hands-on and offline than the typical online venture, but can still serve as a solid side project to earn extra money. Finally, I want to share a broader concept that can help you pinpoint the right business to start in 2025. The strategy is to take a successful business model from one market and introduce it to another. For instance, there's a company called All Sharks Corn in Pennsylvania that sells corn on the cob at local festivals. They charge around $7 per cob and move hundreds of thousands of cobs each year. The model works phenomenally well in that region, yet very few people know about it outside Pennsylvania. Imagine taking a concept that's thriving in one area and replicating it in a new market, say bringing it to Wisconsin or California. Of course, you would adapt the idea under a different name so as not to infringe on any intellectual property, but the basic concept remains the same. I remember a conversation with a guy who founded a company called Spin. He was inspired during a visit to China when he noticed how scooters and bikes were available for rent and could simply be left on the street. Realizing the concept worked overseas, he brought that idea to the United States, launching the service in Austin, Texas in 2017, and soon after companies like Bird and Lime followed. He took a proven concept, introduced it to a new market, and ended up making a lot of money. I could share countless examples of this strategy, so my advice is to look around your local market, or even when traveling abroad, identify something that's selling really well, and consider whether that concept could succeed in the United States. I truly hope you found these business ideas valuable. If even one of them sparks your interest, I encourage you to take action. Whether that means reaching out to a brand for affiliate marketing, exploring the potential of investing in land, or even getting started on a hands-on construction project in your neighborhood. And if you're serious about launching any business in 2025, don't forget to check out Taylor Brands. They can help you form your LLC, set up a professional website, and get everything in order so you're ready to hit the ground running. I've included links to their services in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic 2025.